All right, hey guys. So I just finished American Splendor. Really enjoyed it, but it wasn't my favorite, but like I still liked it. I thought that Paul Giovanetti, or however you say his last name, really like portrayed Harvey very well. Like I don't think you could have picked really a better actor for that role. He acted he seemed very similar to how Harvey actually was in real life. You know, how he's like all gloomy and kind of like just not like a very happy person. I really liked how in the movie they had like comic strips to separate different times for like years, or how it would be like a few days later with a comic strip. I thought that was really cool considering how the movie revolves around comic books and a comic book writer. So I thought that was pretty awesome, and I liked how it kind of went with the beginning of the movie with how when Harvey was a child, he wasn't dressed up as a superhero on Halloween, but everybody else was. So I feel like that kind of went in with the comic strips. Like it starts out with some superheroes and then goes like through with the comic strips. I feel like my favorite part of this movie, like my favorite thing about the movie, as I should say, is just seeing somebody who just wasn't very successful at what they were doing, like take off and kind of like gain some fame from it, from just people in his city finding out that he writes comics and like hearing his name, to him being invited to different types of shows like the David Letterman show, and him actually like going on the show repeated a number of times because the of the comedy bits they had together, and then him actually having a bad show and getting kicked off of it, but being able to return to the show years later shows just the type of, I feel like, adversity that Harvey could face and that he could beat in order to like get to where he wanted to be in his life. I enjoyed Toby a ton. I don't know how any person who watches this film couldn't have enjoyed him. He was so funny. One of the funniest moments of the film was him handing Harvey the jelly beans and him repeatedly telling him, wait till he tried the pina colada flavor. And then ironically later in his car, he's listening to the song, Do You Like Pina Coladas? Which I thought was hilarious. Right when I saw heard the song start playing, I lost it. I thought that was really funny. I really enjoyed Joyce. I think it's kind of crazy how you can just move from one state to another to meet this guy who you just enjoy reading their comics and you're a fan of, and then you meet him and you start talking to him by letter and meet him a week later and decide, hey, let's get married. That's just crazy to me. It's crazy how things used to be like that back in the day. But gladly for them, it turned out pretty good after the amount of failed relationships that Harvey experienced. It was good to see that, you know, he was able to find his true love and everything. Overall, I would say I enjoyed the film. I mean, it was a great watch. I didn't really get bored watching the movie. I thought it was good. If I had to rate the movie out of like a 10, I'd say I'd give it like an 8 or a 7. I wish it would have been longer. I feel but like an hour and 40 minutes, that's pretty long. Overall, I enjoyed the movie, and thank you.